Hi, good evening and good morning all over the world. And the Duterte power always will support our President Duterte and do the right thing. Support our President Duterte and the people in the Philippines as my people in the Philippines. We love you and always do the right thing. Um, Supporting our President Duterte. This video is about today is about most of kind of US and interfering with North Korea. And I do like Trump. I also is for me Trump he was one of the best presidents since Reagan has been as a president, and since then Ronald Reagan he was as a president. Nobody else has been beating Ronald Reagan except most of Trump is good. I do like Trump in a lot of things, and he's one of the reasonable president also around. Not the best. Well, actually, I can put him a bit better than any other president in some other countries. But it never can beat our president in the Philippines, Mr. President Duterte. You cannot even get close to it because most of the time also Trump does copy our President Duterte. So, but most of this is about Duterte, what he was saying not long ago about North Korea, and I done some video also commenting about North Korea and then what Trump he was keep saying it about it. All I ask and always saying it, and people should know, and presidents should know better than myself, because as their president, they should be high educated and whatever else, and politics and whatever else. I'm not a politician. I'm just one of normal people like everyone else, and it just has my opinions. Sometimes the way sorting things out is not with fire with fire. Is about talking, is about compromising and coming to an agreement of something. He's not threatening. He's not like Trump he was saying on the media. We're gonna sort out North Korea and things like that. So for so long, North Korea always been like threatening and saying this and saying that, and then the way people talk about Kim Jong, how he is, and he's a nutcase, he's crazy, he's this, he's that, and all so and so. But actually, for being a small country, North Korea, a small country, and everything, and trying to defend themselves, because it's like they are by themselves against the whole world. So I do understand why a country like North Korea and why Kim Jong wants to make missiles which can go further from any other country. I'm not saying I'm happy with it or anything like this, like that, and whatever, but in a sense, I don't know if I would do the same or not. Because if you have the whole world against you, and North Korea is a small country, and nobody ever has been trying to reasonable or have good talks or good relations with North Korea, except just doing threatening. So if somebody always threatening a country and always making comments and bad comments about the president and the king of that country, what would you expect they will do or they will try to do? When the whole world is against that little particular small island and keep threatening them. Is that the right way of doing it? Is that the way of talking and going to media and saying this? We deal with North Korea and we've been talking to a general over here, blah blah blah, and we're gonna deal with it. I do like Trump, and I really like him, and I knew already for even when there was before the elections and he was going into it, I already knew that he was going to be a president. So that's not something most of a lot of people knew president. He was going to be president. I do like him, and I'm so happy he's a president. But the only thing I don't like is like every time it's about US, the attitude of trying to threaten people, threaten countries, and then we deal with it like you are one of the best countries around the world. And this is what I hate about it, US, and is that kind of bad attitude, you know, coming and talking like you are everything and you are the most powerful country around the world. I don't think so. Even if you have a big military and you have this and that, I really don't think you are one of the biggest powerful country in the world, US. Because I think Iran and some other parts of, other places like Saudi Arabia and some other places, I think they are more stronger than that, which they keep quiet. And then even if US knows it, they still keep quiet because they are allies. Through United Nations, because it's all everybody in one. So going against North Korea. So what I'm gonna say about it is, for most of the presidents around, and then also what I didn't like, Trump asking the Chinese president to stop trading and stop doing this, stop doing that, and cutting a lot of financial to North Korea, because if not, they will be dealing with less with China and everything. Why does have US have to put other countries in danger for their own sake, for their own values, for their own ego, and for their own whatever they want to try to do, and always manipulate every country around the world? So what I can say is, for other presidents and for Mr. Trump, I do like you. For me, you're for better than Obama, better than Hillary Clinton, and I'm so happy you are as a president. But also, as a educated man, I would like you to also think about it, the way you talk and the way you try to threat. And instead of threatening, can you please try to solve it, a problem, of talking and trying to deal with it, and reasonable. And doesn't matter, let's not call names to anybody, because like a lot of people been saying Kim Jong is crazy, and then some time ago Trump, he was saying he's a crazy man, he's this, he's that, and all kind of stuff. It's not about being crazy, but it's about being threatened by words, being threatened by everything else, and what you expect someone to do. Sit and don't do nothing. So the more you guys, as presidents, Trump and some other presidents around the world, and UN, trying to make more conflation, why don't you guys try to reasonable, or to make it reasonable? Probably you guys already done it, don't know, probably you guys can make it up, you guys try it and it's all bullshit. Who knows the truth? We don't hear nothing from Kim Jong, we don't have nothing from him, and he doesn't even do most of interviews and saying this, saying that. You hardly see Kim Jong talking and threatening other countries, but when you're being threatened, all he does is just shows the world, you know what, if you guys want to play, if you guys want to do that, we are ready. So that's how Kim Jong is talking to you, or to the whole world, is, you guys always threaten me, you're always threatening my country and my people. So all I can say to you is show you what I can do and what I have. So now, do you guys still want to play, or do you want to do something? So for me, Kim Jong is waiting for someone to have the balls, for someone to be a man and do the right thing. Try to negotiate, try to meet him, try to do whatever you have to do. Are you guys afraid to meet him, or go to North Korea and have a meeting with Kim Jong? Of course Kim Jong is not going to trust any of you for you guys to come and meet him somewhere, or for you guys to whatever. Of course he's not going to leave his whatever country to come and meet any of you. But as you guys are the ones with a mouth, and most of the presidents like Donald Trump, you are the one with a mouth, and then we deal with it. So I do hope you deal with it in the way of, reasonable chat, and then get other countries involved to, talk to him. I know a while ago he was one of the, it was a conference a while ago, and one of the representatives from the North Korea supposed to be on that, and UN meetings and all that, and those kind of talks, but none of them went, none of them show up, because for them it's like, why do we have to negotiate with you? Because everything is about your terms and conditions, and you want to put conditions how we run our country, how we run and do our things in our country. So this is the problem. A lot of places they agree, and governments they agree with other countries, and through US and everything, from now on, this is how you rule your country, this is how you do it, and this is how the law will be, and you obey through this kind of law. Similar to that, like what we're doing in UK, we're going through now, like follow European law, and we've been following European law when we used to have our own law over here in UK, and they are following now European law. So is that what Kim Jong wants you guys to give him conditions how he runs his country, how he runs and whatever he does in his country and this and that? Shouldn't be that way, and it shouldn't stop him for other countries trade with North Korea and make things. You guys want to make things hard for North Korea, and it's not only for that. You want to make things hard for people to go in poverty, people to go hungry, and you want to blame that's Kim Jong like this, that's Kim Jong like that. That's exactly what you guys trying to do, and US and some other countries trying to blame the person who's running the country through closing the doors for them, and you're trying to make things harder for a country which you guys want to pick and fight with. But all I can say is, and all of you should know better than I do, is if you start provoking North Korea and don't learn how to talk with someone person to person, not through emails, not phone calls, but face to face, that's how things is done, and that's how things will be more clear as in person than emails and phone calls and everything. Do it in person. Try to reasonable in person and try to come up with an agreement, and stop fretting. Stop going into news and fretting. Stop saying we deal with it. Stop saying we're this and that, blah blah blah. Because the only way you're gonna deal with it, even if somebody try to, like I heard and they're saying they're gonna try to kill Kim Jong, probably like they done to his brother, the same thing. That is, even if you people kill him, the only place you will be, somebody else will press the button with all those bombs all over the world, and all of us, we are messed up. So North Korea is only a small place, US is a huge place. Who has more to lose? All of us around the world, we are the ones to pay for the mistakes of some presidents and their way they're saying things and the way they talk to about other presidents and other people, how they run their own countries. It's the same, people trying to get involved and into our country in the Philippines and saying this and that and human rights, blah 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 blah. Who are all these people when you guys have so many problems in your own country and you couldn't even solve it? So all I can say about this, for most of all presidents, don't force China to do something which they're not supposed to, and let them be free. China, I hope they don't follow orders from other people and and do what you think is right, because Asia can be the strongest countries around the world, better than Europe, better than anywhere in US, and better than anything if Asia comes together, and Russia is one of the most powerful countries in the world. But all I can say again is stop fretting South or North Korea. All what Kim Jong is doing is he doesn't talk, he doesn't do media as much. All he's saying, the more you talk, the more you threaten me, the more I'm gonna do. And that's exactly what you guys are doing, pushing him to do things you're not supposed to. And he's not because he wants to, but don't threaten me. That's what he's saying. The message of sending missiles over countries is Don't threat me. Don't keep threatening me, because if you keep threatening me, this is what I show you to do. And if you want to go into war, he's telling you, we are ready to go into war. We are ready to die. But you guys, we're not going alone. We take most of the half of the whole world. We take it with us. Get it? And I think you guys have more intelligence than me and a lot of things, because you have a lot of intelligence, you have a lot whatever technology and all this kind of shit around. So the only problem is your mouths as the ones who's making a problem all over the world, especially America and other presidents and UN. Stop threatening, North Korea, because all Kim Jong is doing is send you a message. Stop threatening me, stop talking to me like that, and show some respect. That's the message to every president around the world. And be a man, talk. Don't go to media and fret, making threats and threats and threats. So again, and I repeat a few times, for all of you as presidents around the world, President Trump, you're a smart man, as you know it. I like you. Yep, you're a great president. Not better than Duterte, no way. But respect other presidents from other countries. If that's what they do in their countries, that's their countries. They know better than you. Don't get involved in anybody else's countries except your own. And look what your country is doing. Look what is your problems in your country, and let others. Now, if some other people trying to pass the mark, I don't know. It's okay to get together and have a chat and have a talk. But let's solve the problem, not threaten. For now, Duterte power still. Let's support our President Duterte and Mr. Trump. Do like you, but please also do the right thing. For now, God bless and take care. Always, let's pray for the best, and let's pray we don't go into war with North Korea, or we don't do nothing stupid with North Korea because of America, which America always messing up everywhere around the world. And then the only thing they leave behind is destruction and hungry and people with nothing. Till next time.